Hello and welcome back to the Saintly Scots. We are trying to become immortal and we are defeating an adventurer who's attacked us. It's all good stuff. We're also bankrupt again. Just the way of life, really. Right. Defeated that army. Let's offer peace and enforce our demands. We now have him imprisoned. You worth any money? Oh yeah, you're worth 10 gold. I'll get that money. Nice. Disband, head back to the capital, and yeah, wait for our money to come back. And we finished the castle town, which is nice. We should at least be making, yeah, 31 a month, so it shouldn't take us long to earn all of that money back. My courtier, Oscar, is asked to join the Knights of Calatrava. Yeah, go on. Do it. That's good. A saint in heaven. Blessed Yves II was a true exemplar of the Christian faith, living a pious, moderate life. In a grand announcement, Pope Benedictus VI has decided to canonize Yves, the God-bearing. Many tales are told about the saint and the feats he did in life. It is said Saint Yves woke up to his hands and feet bleeding profusely, only for it to miraculously heal a couple of minutes later. Such was his life, so closely following in the footsteps of God. It is a great honour for the family of the blessed saint. May we all aspire to become as pious as him. Blessed be his name. So that it was the King of Aquitaine. Alright, so that's gone down a few generations there. True inspiration to us all. What's his saint thing? It's the blood. Can convert faster, damage against enemies, and Christian church opinion. Nice. Truly an inspiration to us all. Okay, our money's coming in. English war for Queen Mother Irene's claim on Britchullenhog. Okay, sure, whatever. England versus Wales. Wales has some troops there, or has some land that's way over there. But apart from that, I don't think England are going to win. Also, talk about land over here. Oh, it's all converted. Never mind, that's fine. Don't need to talk about that land. Land in Aquitaine also looked like it was converted. My court physician shared some of his latest ideas with me. I do not know much of medicine, but perhaps he's on to something. Yeah, we'll give him the money he asked for. Sure. The defensive pact opposing the Byzantines has ended. Our threat level is still very high on our defensive pact, but that's okay. Your Marshal Rory looks lost for words. Master, I'm not sure what to think. He shakes his head after he searches for the correct way to phrase himself. My Emperor, she is impressive. I can't put my finger on it, not to mention she has travelled far. His face conveys uncertainty as he shifts his weight. I see, you say, scratching your head. Rory breaks the silence. My lord, I can still send her away. What do you say? No, we'll hear her out. Alma has arrived at our court. Have a look at Alma. Alima. So she's from old African religion. Interesting. A mystic. Disfigured. Will not marry. Ooh, okay. Brawny? Interesting. Right. An intriguing encounter. The tall figure offers you a nod but does not smile. She eyes you skeptically, measuring you up as much as you are her. Her clothing, possibly intended to be modest, is foreign to you, and you have no trouble concealing your confusion. In fact, the warrior woman before you is bound to stand out in your court in more ways than one. I am Alima. You are Michael, she says, as if someone had forgotten to introduce you. Perhaps you should have spoken the first words to assert your position, but the muscular woman makes you more than a little nervous. I hear you are looking for a way to live forever, she says, more of a statement than a question. I can help. Okay. So, I accept her teachings. I say this is outrageous or blasphemy. I will accept your teachings, Alima. Eternal life must be mine. Mazovia has been converted to Orthodox. Cool. Right. I'm interested to see where this one goes. This is actually one of the best paths that we've had for like eternal life. I have no idea how many of these events there are, but I'm interested. Prince James joins you after supper one evening. He initiates a conversation about the status of trade in the realm, but you notice that he seems distraught. You interrupt James and demand to know why he sought you out. My dearest father, I fear for your life, he says earnestly and seizes your hand. Who is this sacrilegious heathen you have invited to your court? Her promises are sweet, I am certain, but she cannot be trusted. Please, father, allow me to find out her true motive before it is too late. No. That was easy enough. What's our ambition? Make a friend. Oh yeah, I'd love to make a friend. Distinguished Emperor Michael, I wish to formally invite you to my court for a period of festivities leading up to my coronation. Ah, sure, I'll attend. Why not? Right. Bavaria this time. Off we go. The faithful prepare to war. A messenger approaches with a letter from the Vatican, from the Vicar of Christ himself. He's asking us to prepare our men for a fight against the heathens and infidels to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. The Pope wants us to send our faithful Christian men against France. The region is held by Mohammedan Kaiser Ulrich of Hispania, and it's time for us to return it to Christianity once more. Though the Pope wants to invade France, a pious Christian could convince everyone to focus on an objective that is more value to us. I just noticed that that was Kaiser Ulrich. Oh, he still is Sunni. Okay, just a very odd title to be Kaiser. Okay. Do I want to... Well, obviously I want to join the Crusade, but like... For France? I mean... That seems like a very odd target. That's the... I suppose France isn't that bad. It would get us all... It would be all of that land, wouldn't it? What is the de jure Kingdom of France? That would be that little bit of land. I mean, sure. I'm okay with that. You can choose a beneficiary. Maybe my son Robert. That seems reasonable, yeah. My son Robert will be my beneficiary. And that's okay. Crusade stance. My beneficiary will get the titles. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Right, unpause. We don't quite have money to invest yet, but we will. The night at King Ingolfur's court took a strange turn when our host decided to call some of the clergymen and scholars at the nobles' table, engaging them in long discussion about theology. I did not expect this feast to turn into a lesson about Christianity, but I might be learning something. Did I? No, but that's okay. My liege, I believe one of your vassals can be discouraged from associating with conspiratorial factions. Do nothing. Alright? As the yells of the commanders drilling the troops echo in the tent, Bishop Kaisa gives Ingolfur a quick blessing and summarily places the crown upon his head, proclaiming him King of Bavaria by grace of God. Long live the king. Cool. The ceremony finally concluded. He bid me farewell and dismissed me from his encampment. Nice. Regency is ended. And we can start making proper money again. As I'm beating up a rabid dog in the yard, little Cur Barabel runs up and starts hitting me with a stick. I'll show the foul child. Definitely. As I turn, the dog bit me in the ankle and Barabel managed to get away. And has been skulking around, eyeing me with hatred. We've become bitter rivals. Alright, alright. In honor of the ancestors. Alima sits on the floor when you enter the room. What looks like polished pieces of bone strewn out in front of her. She motions for you to join her. You have neglected your spirit, she says, eyes closed. You shift uncomfortably in your seat. I have not, you mumble. Her eyes open at this and she stares at you, a steely cold look, and you retract your statement. You must sacrifice, she declares. Very well, you reply, thinking that you'll have learned Bishop William see to it. As if she could read your mind, Alima shakes her head. You must do this on your own. Do you see what I see? You notice a pattern in the bones. It looks just like an antelope. Field of crops, beautiful. Or a man falling, what do you want from me? An antelope, sure. That's fine. We may not be contributing as much to the crusade as previously. The Grateful Dead. Alima hands you a beautiful dagger. The antelope held down on the stone slab is surprisingly calm. Thank you, you say quietly to the animal. You hesitate only a second before slicing its throat. The blood pours down the altar and Alima nods solemnly. Your heart flutters at the notion of having pleased the statuesque character. Your grandfathers and mothers would be proud, Alima announces. Thank you, Alima, for having me do this. I've become brave and I've got Marshal, and I'm a promising student. Oh, wow. Our Marshal went up by 3. We are actually very, very martial. Okay, that's fantastic. Duke Hamish of Picardy has provided me with proof that Bishop William of Beverley has been viciously slandering me. Oh well. Not worried. Sweetly, gently we moulded our bodies together and recreated the familiar feel of us embracing, touching, loving. Sweet love unfroze the old heart. There's a 20% chance we die. Oh, come on. We didn't die, we became lustful. Oh, that's much better. When's the Crusade? 270 days. I don't have any money to invest in the Crusade. Yeah, we haven't pledged any money yet. Okay, well, you know, one thing that we could do is we could prepare in advance for the Crusade. We have another granddaughter, Bethok. She's quick, but she's another granddaughter. We've had, what is that, 6 granddaughters? That's actually 7 granddaughters we've had. Okay. Well, you know, that's fine. Bishop William has published the results from his medical investigations. The book did not receive any notable attention, but at least William has developed his skills as a physician. He got a learning. Okay, that's alright. When's the Crusade? 187 days. Okay. Well, we're probably not investing money, but we can probably go over there. This minor event would be a dull affair, but Countess Blasia of Athol just brushed her bosom against me. Is she flirting with me? That was definitely a wink. This is getting more interesting by the minute. I'm gonna say something clever. Yeah. As the festivities wind down, Blasia takes my hands and looks into my eyes. My lord, will you escort me to my chambers? Yeah. Sweet temptation, yes. Right. What's this one? We need a new advisor. New advisor's going to be the King of Wales. Right. When's the Crusade? 98 days. Well, it's about time to get our men over to the war. My son, Prince Robert, has not been himself lately. I've noticed him looking tired and thin. I've been informed the cause. He's contracted syphilis. Oh, I'll call for the court physician. It's only a mild illness right now, but, you know, we'll see. I will raise up all of our troops. We'll get our fleet levies going. Grab anyone that I can and then shift V to put them on boats if they're next to boats. That didn't actually work because I should have selected the armies before I did shift V. There we go. Disband. Raise. Where are the boats? Disband. Just move them to the coast. But where are England's boat? You know what? Where are England's boats? Those are England's boats, right? Yeah, this was much easier when I didn't do the shift V and just manually raise the boats. Yeah, disband them. Right, any of those, you just head over here. You guys head in there. Right, good. Let's prepare ourselves for the Crusade. Make sure that we are leading. We're gonna have Bertil and we're gonna have Tybod there. Crusade should be soon, right? Crusade is in 60 days. Oh, get on the boats. Merge up. Head down here. Right. Merge up the troops and Crusade. I'm ready. I'm having dinner and plenty of drinks with Osmond of Wessex tonight. It's lovely, but most charmed by it is Osmond himself. No, I'm not going to become a Waldensian or some kind of Satanist. No, that's not our jam. Right, I'm also going to set our retinues to not reinforce so that I can actually get them to appear there. Alright, we've joined the Crusade. In a grand announcement, the Pope declares another crusade for France. It was once part of the core Christian lands, and lords from all across the world gathered to fight for it in a grand war once more. The French lands have long been under the tyrannic rule of the Mamohedan infidel Badshah Humbert of Hispania. But with the upcoming Christian onslaught, it's only a matter of time before he will fall. God will grant remission of sin to everyone partaking in the righteous war. Deus Vult. Good. Right, let's head over here. I'm before the walls of the Crusade, and I got the Crusader trait. That was a very quick trait. Oh no, this person's a heretic. Burn him. I don't need to know any more information. He's a heretic. Burn him. It's our strategy. Ooh, we've taken something in the Crusade and got more prestige for it. Nice. Assault this down. Assault this down. After hearing about a man in the local area, a wise man in the local area, I decided to go visit him and see what he had to offer. He starts talking about ephemeral concepts like blasphemy, and I tell my men to go outside so I can hear what he has to offer. Okay, blasphemers must die, but libraries contain knowledge. Yeah, I'm going to kill him, get zealous, and get cultural tech points. We can usurp Gascon. I am going to usurp it. Yeah, I'm then going to grant it to Lodbrok. Yeah. Fantastic. Probably very happy about that. Also, I don't need his men or those boats. Right. Child lacks an education. This is one of my kinsman's, like, offspring. Kolbjorn Ulf Sittelson. What a name. Okay, well, you're going to have a thrift education. That's fine. Right. Continue sieging down bits of Wargul. Head over here to Rouen. My kinsman died a natural death. Okay. And that was Kolbjorn's father, who just died. Okay. Interesting. Assault that down. Ooh, we got another bit of the Crusade. Fantastic. Assault it down. Assault it down. Basically trying to get as much percentage towards the war goal as possible. Because that way we've contributed a lot. Like, our contribution must be fairly high right now. Yeah, we're at 42%. Right, I want to defeat that army down there. Yep. Nice, nice. Ooh, that's not being sieged by anyone. It's being sieged by me now. Alima's sacred jar. Alima knocks at your door one evening, carrying a large ceramic jar. Animal motifs and ornaments encircling it. Puzzled, you invite her in and pull out 2 chairs. Student Michael, I am pleased with the sacrifice you performed, she says, sitting down on the floor. She places the jar in front of her. Your ancestors are surely appeased, but I thought it would be a good time to prove to them your strength further. She removes the lid from the jar and you hear a hissing noise. A large snake spring launches at you and you are left to your instincts. Okay. I'm gonna grab the snake by its neck. Definitely. Risky. Emperor of Snakes. Alima's eyes widen as you, with the speed of a heron, reach out and grab the snake by its neck. The creature writhes in your hand and you proceed to slam it against a table. Hard. In a state of panic, you repeat the action several times before you hear Alima's steady voice getting through to you. Master, the soul is gone. You can let it go. You did good. The snake is limp in your hold. Your palms are sweaty. We're now brawny, and we gain the trait Trickster, and we're an exceptional student, and we gain 2 more Martial. Martial is now 35! Look at that. So that's Trickster we got there, which I don't like too much, but it's still neat. And then we also got Brawny for another 2 Martial, and I actually didn't even realize that Zealous we got earlier gave us a Martial. So our Martial is getting out of control. Okay. Right, assault that down. Yeah, nice. Oh wait, did Crusader give us Martial as well? It did, it gave us another 2 Martial. We are just a god at this point. We're not the leader of the siege? How are we not the leader of the siege? We're the leader of every other siege. Crusade for France has ended. Victorious Crusaders. God has granted Emperor Michael of Scotland victory in the Crusade for France. Badshah Humbert of Hispania has been beaten at every turn through the war. He's finally had to give up on his holdings in France. Emperor Michael has granted the new lands of France to Michael MacAlpin. Wait, I didn't grant them to myself. Okay, I guess I did. Okay, I was granting them to my son Robert, but okay. Emperor Michael is... Yeah. The Pope has made an announcement about the victory and the virtues of Crusaders as true, faithful protectors of the faith. With the Muslims being pushed out of their old lands, there are certainly more conflicts to come. We are now at 9,000 gold, 21,000 prestige, and 13,000 piety. Praise God. Right, I wanted to give Robert this land, though. Can you be the, Well, do I have a kingdom here? I have the Kingdom of Crusader France. Oh, I can't give him the land because I can't give it to him because it's a titular title. That's probably why I didn't give it to him originally. I'm going to grant him Paris, which is going to make him like us a lot. Although, do we want to make our capital Paris? I mean, it is good, but actually, York is just a little bit better right now. Although the tech in Paris is quite nice, but no, I'm going to give Robert Paris. I'm going to grant him the Duchy of Paris. And I'm going to grant him the Kingdom of Crusader France. Also going to grant him the other bits of... Wait, who has this land? Oh, she does. Okay, well, no, you're actually going underneath Robert. Transfer... Oh, I can transfer underneath Robert. Interesting. Huh. Interesting. Well, I guess, you know, you got Crusader France. Enjoy. For as long as you can. Right, we'll disband. We'll head back over here. And, yeah, we'll get on the boats. Right, let's head back. Okay. Get on the boats. Head back to York. Our threat level is high again. No, that didn't give us any threat. Oh, lovely. Well, that is a fantastic way of expanding if it doesn't give you threat. We have so much money, I need to spend it all. We have that's our 10th, wait, sorry, that's our 8th granddaughter in a row. Kenna, right? So, 3. Yeah, 3. So that's the first 3. Robert has 2, so that's 5. 6, 7, 8. We have 8 granddaughters, no grandsons. Are you a member of some kind of evil society there, Silvestro? I mean, your outfit's definitely screaming that to me. Anyway, gonna end the episode here. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.